Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Motorskit. I'm Oscar Verghese.
Imran Ali.
Mohammed Wasif.
And today's topic is gonna be a very interesting one. This is something we've been getting a lot of messages about. A lot of people have always asked us about this as well. Is a 1000cc motorcycle way too much to start on? I know we all have our different opinions about it.
I always have a smile on that.
Yeah, Imran's already smiling because he's got a script ready for it in his mind though. And Wasif's got his own opinions as well. Do you want to start?
Yes. So I don't feel 1000cc is too early or too late to start. All right. I started with 100cc. That's a beginner's bike just to learn how to ride bike. But then when it came to proper riding, proper motorbike, okay, I started with 83, and then the same few hours I jumped on 15 or 1600cc Ultra. So to me, I don't think there's a beginner bike, but it depends if you're riding a naked bike or super bike and how much you understand riding. Because
Okay.
I learned how to ride bike, and then it was about a month maximum, and I jumped on 83, and my instructor taught me how to ride a bike, and then it was easy for me to switch on any bike. People jump on a bike saying, hey, it wheelies, it's too powerful, but it all depends how you control the bike.
No, that's right. I think it's very important to trust yourself and know what you're trying to get into as well. If you can trust yourself, you can start off on a V8, right? It depends. It depends on how patient you are. It's about basically knowing that, okay, I've got all the time that I need. Okay, I don't have to rush trying to be the fastest or trying to be, I'm the guy with the biggest engine. That's not what the goal is, right? At the end of the day, it's about progressing and growing with that vehicle, right? What's your opinion, Wasif?
I would say power or the engine size doesn't really matter if you have got the basics right.
Okay.
True.
And it's just like starting off with a big car. I mean, when I got my license, I started off with a Hummer. Crazy visibility.
Salman Khan story, or is this something else?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So there's very little visibility from out of the Hummer.
Okay.
And it was difficult for the first 2 weeks, not, understanding where the blind spots are. There were few near misses.
Why do I feel like you ran over a few cyclists or something.
Near misses, hit some dumpsters.
Under the radar.
Dumpsters as well.
Nice.
But eventually, when you start off with a bigger car and then you move to the normal vehicles where the visibility is a lot more, feels easy. Feels really easy. And my second car, Camaro, even though the visibility is way worse for other people, for me it was like everything is open. Because Hummer, it was really cramped. Anyways, coming back to motorcycles. So when you start off with a motorcycle, a heavier motorcycle or a more powerful one, you understand the basics better. You know how to handle the weight, you know how to manage the weight better. And then after that, whichever bike you get on, it's easy. I mean, you know the basics already.
No, that's true. That's true. I think what you said makes so much sense. I mean, I can imagine being an 18-year-old in a Hummer. Was it the H3 or the
H3?
Okay, nice. I was just like the H2. That's something else. But I feel like what you guys said is exactly how I feel as well. What I always tell people is, if you trust yourself, if you know that you're going to be patient and you can progress with the vehicle, you're good to go. But at the same time, so when I started riding, my father basically got me from a 50cc all the way up, and even when I was 18, he was just saying, nope, you're not gonna hop on a 1000 yet. And I'm like, I reached 18 thinking, hey, I'm gonna be on a 1000 the same on my birthday, And it's just, he said, no, you know what, you're gonna wait till you're probably 20. And I'm like, come on, it's like, And the worst part was, because we had a workshop and stuff, and our house was filled with motorcycles, so I had to see these damn sport bikes all the time, 1000cc's. I'm like, one day I'm just gonna...
Tempting, right?
Yeah, just take the damn key when he's sleeping and take off, But
I'm pretty sure you must have done that.
I tried, but you can't escape it. These bikes are so loud. So what happened is, I had this one, the day he actually said, Oscar, you know what? I've got an R1, you can take it out for a spin. And I'm like, okay, cool, this is gonna be interesting. And what happened is, I basically got the R1, went out towards Manama side, and you know the slope coming down Ras Roman,
Yes.
coming towards American Mission. So because I was riding 600s, and so as soon as I got my motorcycle license, he put me on a 250cc Honda Shadow, you know, the small one basically. Nice cruiser bike, very like smooth and everything. So when I went from the 250 to the 600, which I rode for again 2 years, I thought the 600 was super easy. You know, I was opening up the throttle, and the nice thing about sport bikes are, especially the Japanese bikes, they wake up at mid RPM. So you're talking about around
7,000 plus.
7,000, 8,000 RPM. And that's when if they've got 8 injectors, 4 injectors work all the way up till almost 8,000 RPM. And at 8,000 RPM, the sound changes, and that's when all the 8 injectors start working. So I thought, oh, you know what, this R1's gonna be just like the 600s. Nope. I was a very immature 20-year-old as well. I wanted to say 18, but a very immature 20-year-old. And as soon as the first car I went to overtake on the R1 and I opened up the throttle, the tail end just came out on the side and the bike started fishtailing, and I understood straight away, like, you need to respect the bike. It's something that we take for granted. You're just thinking, oh, it's just a bigger vehicle or whatever, bigger engine, and you think, oh, it's not going to be as different or as dangerous or whatever. But coming to a very important topic is, back to the topic actually, is when you have a 300cc or you start off on a smaller bike, you can fine-tune your riding. Now, you can go to the racetrack on a 1000cc and you'll have 300s going by you, you'll have 600s going by you, because they can open up the throttle a lot earlier than you. They don't have to worry about a lot. Their braking is a lot later than yours because you've got a higher speed coming to the braking markers and stuff. So 1000cc, yeah, you'll be fast straight line probably. And if you don't have the experience, there'll be a 600 guy who'll actually trouble you all the way through. So I always try and ask people, like, what's your aim basically? Are you trying to be a better street rider? Are you trying to improve your skills, or are you just trying to be the guy with the biggest engine bike, you know, the bike with the biggest engine basically? So I noticed that a lot of people would rather they don't care about being a better rider or improving their skills. They just want to be the guy with the bigger engine.
No, I think that's how the Bahrain market is. The moment you talk about bike, they just want to jump on 1000cc or a Hayabusa.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a traditional bike, a person who actually don't follow the monkey jump like the same way. So what they do is basically they go step by step, like 300, 600, 1000cc. I like the European follow. I think it's German or Russia. They follow the system of going CC as an age-wise.
It's in the UK as well.
Exactly. That category is
A1
nice.
and A2 license category.
But what happens at the same time? The tempting of riding his bike, and then not riding with them, they are gone and you're still at the back. But we had one 300cc, we spoke in previous video, that Syed Ali he's a keeper with the 1000cc. My God, the guy was mad.
Yeah.
So, but then he said the engine doesn't matter. It's just what I want to ride it.
The more time you take learning the bike, learning all the maneuvers, learning everything of the bike. So till today, I haven't met someone like around us who's reached a level where they've gone over the limit of the motorcycle. They've gone over their own limit, but they haven't gone over the limit of the motorcycle. So at the end of the day, like you said, if you spend enough time, like 6 months even on a 300cc or a 400cc or even a 600cc, if you spend enough time on it, you can reach a good limit.
Yes.
But you'll never reach over that limit because there's always going to be somebody who can do better. What do you think?
I mean, after we have trained some student, didn't we notice that when a guy gets on a 300cc, he gets bored easily? And then I would say a 600 is a good middle point, like the Honda 600 or the
R6,
ZX6.
yeah.
R6, ZX6. These bikes, you can actually develop your skills because you have a higher limit than the 300. 300, it's like after a while, it gets boring.
Yeah.
You can't keep up with it.
It's a good starter bike. It's a good learner bike. It's like we said, it's good to learn the maximum limit you can learn of the bike and then progress. But then again, even you remember the Ninja 300 that we had? It had we had the stock ones and then we had the modified one, and the modified one, the handlebars.
Even we were very happy to ride.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. You had it for one of the longest times, right?
For a while.
Yeah. Even that, we were pushing a good limit. We were enjoying the bike and all of that. Yeah, okay. When you go with the bigger bikes, like you said, it just feels like a little slower than what they are doing and stuff. But that's not what the whole point is.
Talking in terms of horsepower, I would say 70 to 100 horsepower. That's the perfect amount of power for Bahraini roads.
Yeah.
Anything below that, including the Ninja,
Yeah.
I feel it's a bit too slow for the Bahraini
No,
roads.
I understand.
I will keep in between. Like, see, something clicked me while you were saying about being on a track, under power. So all of that, if you put it practical, to be honest, the right engine size is 600 to 900. Nothing more, nothing less. You know why? I've driven R6. You feel underpowered because you're riding with R1s. You are riding 821 Monster, a Panigale that sees between I'm talking between 700 to, or let's say about 600 to 900. You can actually enjoy. You can ride with fast riders. You can ride with slow riders. You can go with cruisers. You're in between. You can balance it well. You understand the bike very well, the power and everything. If you're riding anything more horsepower or lesser horsepower, you're underpowered. You don't know so much of what speed does. This is like always in the power. You don't know what the slow riding means. You can't maneuver properly. There's so much imbalance. The right balance bike is right in the middle.
I feel that's what they call them, the middle class bikes, right? Very important, like, because you brought up the Hummer and stuff as well, right? It's not about having a 4-cylinder or let's talk about motorcycles. You can have a 250cc, you can have a 600, and you have a 1000cc. Then you've got 1300, you've got 1600. Then you've got
1,700. Now Triumph has got 2,500.
Yeah, so you've got all these bikes and everything, and it's not just about speed. Speed isn't everything. You've got bikes that can be modified, tuned, and everything to have higher top speeds. That's not what the aim is. So the reason why I love 1000cc bikes is not because of anything else, but it's the power delivery is so much smoother. You know, I'm sure you'll say the same thing with the V8 cars. It's just more comfortable. When you sit on a 250, it's always whining, it's always screaming. You know, to get it to a nice, comfortable highway speed, it's always screaming. And then it's the same thing with the 600. It's always like you've got to keep it at the right RPM to get it going.
I was complaining about the 899 rides that was rattling, and the first 2 gears I'm uncomfortable with. That's the difference between a 2-cylinder and a 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder is way more smoother.
So it's basically about picking the right bike. It's not about is 1000cc too much to handle, because honestly, the right person with the right mindset will be able to ride any type of bike. So don't limit yourself to that. You need to know and trust yourself. I think that's the right way to say it, right? Trust yourself. If you feel like you're patient enough to hop on a 1000cc or even a 1200 or a 1700, like Imran said, there's a 2300, 2500cc bikes as well. If you can trust yourself and you know you'll be safe on it, you can go ahead with that. The nice thing about the sport bikes nowadays as well, I'm sure Harley has it too, you've got power modes as well. So if you buy a 1000cc bike, if you do it the right way, you can start off with the options in the power modes where you've got rain mode, you've got sport mode, and you've got race mode. So all of those limit the RPM of the bike, they limit the fueling basically of the bike as well. So what happens is, if you've got a 1000cc bike like I do, I've got 3 power modes. It's A, B, and C. A being the most powerful, where it's riding at 1000cc, and then I've got B mode, which is, I call it a 750cc mode, where the RPM doesn't start from 0 all the way. There's no power down low, but at mid RPM, at around 7,000 RPM, that's when the bike wakes up and it decides, okay, let's go now. And then I've got 600cc mode as well, which is C mode. And as soon as I open up the throttle, literally there's nothing all the way till 3/4 of the RPM limit. And then that's when it just wakes up. And the right way, I would say, if you don't have the bank balance and you don't want to be buying and selling bikes and all of that to find the right bike, get the right bike, whether it be a 1000cc or even a 600 or whatever. Get that bike and start off with the lowest power mode, so you learn the maneuvering of the motorcycle and everything, and then progress to the next one when you feel like you're ready for it. I think that's the right way to say it, right? What do you guys think?
And these modern bikes, they make it so much easier for a beginner to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, back in your days, of course, when I started off riding,
Said
they
that,
were
man.
ABS.
Damn, why you had to say that, bro?
Well,
just
or
feel-
else you can have a rich friend with good bike and you borrow the bike and then enjoy it.
That's
I mean,
true.
I mean the ABS or the electronics. As much as you guys hate it, it's for a new rider, it's way more easier to learn the bike.
Of course.
You're right, actually.
You
Like you
develop
said,
these skills.
there is A mode, B mode, C mode. Again, the other newer bikes. Furthermore, rain mode, touring mode, urban mode.
Yeah.
They have brought up, break down the power really low, like almost gone 300 cc. You can't push. So I think there's no bike in middle. Buy anything you want and enjoy it.
No, I think that's the right way. I think honestly, it's about the mindset, having the right mindset, taking your time with the motorcycle. But if you're looking for a one-time buy, I think you look at a bike that has those power modes. Buy the 1700, buy the 2500 cc bike or whatever.
As long as you like, the rider knows how to respect the bike.
Yeah.
I mean, if a rider has a throttle happy wrist,
Oh, yeah.
then I won't suggest anyone getting on.
Exactly. I think that's the right mindset. I think that's the right way to do it. Try to find the right bike. Try to understand and trust yourself first. Know what you're trying to get yourself into, and then basically go ahead. I think that's the right way, right?
True.
I mean, with the underpowered bikes, if you screw up or mess up on the road, there is a chance you can save it
That's true.
because of the lower power. The higher power bike, if you, even a slightest slip and you're going down because you can't control the power.
You're true.
As long as you learn how to control the power, it doesn't matter which bike you get on.
That's true.
Just go on whatever you can.
That's true.
I think we should get the opinions from people actually. It's been long. We've seen a lot of videos of ours, alright? I want to hear a good comment from people, like what do they really enjoy? Where do they see themselves?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any feedbacks, like crazy feedbacks. People who are viewing, please put down your comments. It's very important because we're making videos. We want to know where we're going next. Are we really making sense to people or not?
That's true. That's true.
Also, we need opinions on what further topics we can talk about.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have some guests as well. We're gonna look forward to that as well. If you guys would like to be a part of videos as well, you're more than welcome to send us some DMs as well. We'd be happy to
Benefit him if you want to be a part of a video. That's also good.
Yeah.
All right. He's got likes in him. Subscribe with me and share with them whatever
Yeah.
you all want to.
Whatever he said. See you soon, guys.
Bye bye.